Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Good morning in the US and good evening in Bangladesh. I hope you all are doing awesome, doing great. We are so happy and so excited to have representatives from Mississippi College. We have Miss Pillis from Mississippi College, the executive director of global education or international education. We are just talking in a moment that I may miss the words. Good morning and welcome. How are you doing this morning?
Hi, we're doing great. We're
Thank
so
you.
excited
We're
to
so
be
happy and so excited to have you. And also, we have one Bangladeshi student, Saima. Saima, we're so happy and excited to have you. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, Dr. Rashid. Hello, everyone.
Hello. And they're sitting in, I believe, Central Time Zone. So this is, I believe, 10 a.m. right over there.
Yes,
Or I'm in Florida, and this is 11 a.m. and 10 p.m. in Bangladesh. So we have a different time zones. We are going to talk about the admission process and also why somebody should choose this university, Mississippi College. And also from Saima, we'll learn her experience, the firsthand experience of student life and everything in Mississippi College. Most of the session will be in English because Miss Piles, she doesn't understand Bangla, but she knows Chinese. Actually, she taught me a word yesterday. Ni hao is how are you doing? Did I say it right? Ni hao.
correct. Very good. Now you can speak Chinese now.
Chinese, yeah. And I'm gonna teach you something called "Come on, Acho." Come on, Acho means how are you doing? Anyway, guys, so I encourage you to please share this with your friends and also guardians and people who want to know about Mississippi College and in general come to US for higher education. And we have one Bangladeshi student. This is a unique opportunity. You gotta utilize this and learn about the prospect and opportunities and things somebody can do in the US, somebody can do after graduation and everything. So without further ado, let me welcome Ms. Piles. We're so happy and welcome formally to the session.
Okay. Well, thank you. But I would like to have Simon to say some greeting in Bengali.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম সবাইকে শুভেচ্ছা জানাচ্ছি খুব ভালো লাগছে to know that আমি বাংলাদেশ থেকে স্টুডেন্টস যদি চাই ওনারা এখানে মিসিসিপি কলেজে নিয়ে আসতে পারবো. So it's like a very great opportunity for me and I'm really excited to talk to everyone.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You see, I'm just adding a little bit in Bangla. So audience, আপনারা যেটা করবেন প্রথমে আমাদের সেশনটা হবে ইংলিশে. Miss Pila, she will be presenting everything in English. She has a PowerPoint show. And then Saima will be here. She will respond in Bangla and English as well. So আপনাদের যদি বাংলায় কোনো question থাকে, feel free to ask at that time and just type any question and she'll be responding later on. So in the first part of the show, we're going to Miss Pilis and she will be presenting her PowerPoint show. All right.
Thank you. Okay, so now I'm going to take my mask off. So you can see if I smile, you can see me smiling.
Yeah, big, beautiful. Ni hao.
Yeah. Okay, so Mississippi College, we call MC, and you can see my shirt. My shirt is an MC representing Mississippi College. Now, Mississippi College is has a very long history. This year is our 195th year.
Wow.
And so we are the oldest university in the state of Mississippi, and we are the biggest private school in Mississippi. And so people ask us, well, why do you call this Mississippi College? And is this a community college or a 2-year college? I said, no, this is a comprehensive college. We said it is a comprehensive Christian college. And so this university, when in the United States, when you have really old universities, like Harvard, Yale, all these old universities, when they first started, they started with Harvard College, Yale College. And nowadays, even we still have a lot of Ivy League universities, and they keep the college name because that's a trademark. It's a brand. And so you don't want to change your brand. So if the brand is good, okay. So for instance, like Boston College, Dartmouth College, William Mary College, these are all very, very famous Ivy League universities, but they call themselves college. So
Right.
that's why Mississippi College still keep the name, because that's a brand, and our alumni, they are very, very proud of the fact that they graduate from Mississippi College. And in fact, they have been 4 governors graduated from Mississippi College, including the last governor, Governor Phil Bryant. And so it is a very renowned, esteemed university, comprehensive. We have, later on I'll share with you, we have 7 different schools. So you can see that's a little history here. And so I just said it. So you can see the buildings, old days, the original building, and nowadays the newer buildings. Okay, so I'm going to the next page, page down. So I think I don't know how this.
You can scroll down. Is this a PowerPoint or PDF?
It's a PowerPoint.
Right. Then you should be able to do it by going to the next page, I believe. Just click on this and go to the next page. From the keyboard, you can hit the page down, or Simon may help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's.
I am here. Right.
Wow. Wow. You see?
How do you do it? You just do like this. Okay.
You got a magic one.
The next one.
It has an invisible magic one.
All right. Yeah. So and you can see our aerial view.
Wow, it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful campus. Many people come over here and they just feel like, wow, I can see myself spending 4 years, 2 years studying here.
What is the white thing? Is that the auditorium?
Yeah, the white thing that's the Coliseum. And
Wow.
that's where our students, where their graduation is going to take place.
Right.
You're going to see graduation. And so the campus is safe and it's beautiful. You can see here, that's the track and field. And we are in Division 2. So we have a lot of different sports that we give scholarship to students.
Wow.
If you're good at okay, so Mississippi College, our value is fidelity, integrity, inquiry, knowledge. We provide services. We emphasize students should be provide services, community service, respect, excellence, and stewardship. This is our value. And in our school, all the professors, they just give them later on. Simon can also share her experience too, that they pay a lot of attention to our students. And so our students and teacher ratio is 14:1. So small classes. So our professors know every student's names. The other day I ran into this professor in the cafeteria and I said, I was just talking to one of your students. He said, who? And so I gave him the name. He said, oh, I know him. I've been working with him because I've been encouraging him because
I have been working in EOS University for 7 years, and I can tell you my experience from day one. As soon as we have the face sheet of the students, I personally memorize the names of the students. I write the names in the back of the picture and memorize. So this is something we have to do, and this is really great for internal communication.
Exactly. And also international students, professors will call me and say, hey, I have a few international students in my class. How do I pronounce their name correctly? Because I don't want to butcher their names. And that shows disrespect. And so they really take these seriously. And they said, well, we want to make students feel at home and they don't feel uncomfortable. So yeah, and on weekends, they even come to campus. My husband is a professor in biology. On weekends, if students need help, he will come to campus. And we don't live close by. We have to drive 40 minutes to come to campus. But he will come over and help students and give them some tutors. So that is something that Mississippi College teachers, they're just all in. basically, when they come. And so students, they say they're proud to be students at Mississippi College. They go around because prior to coming to Mississippi College, I worked in a state university for 17 years. And when Mississippi College invited me to come over here, I went to my HR manager. I said, I'm sending in, I have the resignation and I'm leaving. And so they said, well, she asked me, she said, where are you going? And I said, go to MC. She said, oh, congratulations. That's a great school that you're going to. We congratulate you. So I said, well, I'm here for 8 years now. I really experienced that, and it is a great school. And students are proud of it. I am proud of it. Yeah. And a little quick fast fact. So I mentioned that before. We are the largest private university, the oldest university in Mississippi, and we have 80 plus different undergraduate programs, and then we have 50 area of graduate studies too. And we founded in 1826. That is before the Civil War, really old. And we have about 5,100 students total, 150 international students right now from actually 38, this semester I would say from 40 different countries. And okay, so what is the university most known for? As a university, we recognize academic excellence, and it's a Christian university, but we don't require students to be Christians. And so we have students like Saima. She's a Muslim, and we respect this religion very much. And
we have a lot of students from Saudi Arabia as well.
Exactly. We used to have 220 Saudi students, and we provide them. They come here. They need a place to pray and all that. I will find place for them.
Right. So I want to emphasize something for our audience. You may go to the website and you can see a Christian college. Don't think that you're being a Muslim or a non-Christian, you cannot get enrolled. Saima is an example, and they have many Saudi Arabian or Arabian Muslim students. So anyone from any faith may be enrolled to this university.
Yes. Any faith, yeah. And the university is not trying to convert you either. so you just come and enjoy the fellowship. And actually, my Saudi students gave me Quran to read, and I enjoyed it. And so we are open, and we are all lifelong learners. And so every day I'm learning something new from my students. So I'm very thankful for the mix of different cultures and different religions. But before, in 1826, it was a Baptist. They founded the university, but we accept everybody, all the students. Yeah. So regardless their background, their religion background or culture background. And we have so much fun. We celebrate different cultures, festivals, and so like Saudi National Days, we celebrate that, or the Light Festival, Indian Light Festival, and all different, and Chinese New Year or Moon Festival. Yeah, so. And Money Magazine recently ranked MC number 12 on their list of the 20 best private colleges for merit aid, and number 6 within their 25 most affordable colleges. Later on, when I shared the tuition and fees and all that, you can see how affordable this prestigious university is. And MC ranked number 1 in bestcolleges.com in Mississippi based on the cost and graduation rate in 2017, and it still continued to top 3, ranked top 3. And the state of art medical science building, if any of you interested in coming here for pre-med, this is a fantastic, they offer great programs, and later on I will talk about that. And it's, like I said, a very safe campus. And what you see here, this picture is a dormitory. and it's for guys, all the guys. We never mixed. We don't have co-ed dormitory. We don't mix girls and boys dormitory together. And so you have boys dormitory and girls dormitory. We have about 12 dormitories. Later on, Simon, I can show you some new ones too, like in the apartment model. And we also have equestrians. We have 3 different campuses. We have main campus here in Clinton, Mississippi, and we also have another campus. It's for law school. It's in the capital of Mississippi, which is Jackson, Mississippi. And the reason why we have a campus there is because, you know, lawyers, and then if they're close to the courthouse and all this, the city, it will be much easier. And then we have another campus, and it's for equestrians, and that's a 320 acres with lots of, I mean, not 320 acres on that place, but altogether, yeah. So we have horse programs, fishing, clay shooting, and an international clay shooting. They actually came to Mississippi College to have a conference. Okay, so now, like I told you before, we have 7 different schools. We have School of Business, School of Christian Studies and the Arts, School of Education, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, School of Law, School of Nursing, School of Science and Mathematics. School of Business, we are AACSB accredited business school. So AACSB, if your business school is AACSB accredited, that puts your business school on the top 5% of the world business school. And it took, usually when your school want to apply for AACSB accreditation, it takes at least 6 some years to get ready to be accredited, because they set up a lot of requirements that you have to meet, and so it's not easy. But once you meet the requirements, it really put your business school on top. And so we have, you know, all the typical accounting, finance, MBA, business administration, MIS. And we even have a joint degree between the law school and the business school. You have JD, MBA combination. And then we come to School of Christian Studies and Arts. Now, that although it's a School of Christian Studies, but actually majority of the courses are in arts and communication. So you have arts, you have Christian studies, and you have communication, and you have music. A lot of international students like to come, many Saudi students, it's amazing, and also Indian students. They major in public relations. They said they looked around the country and they found that most affordable, and also it's really, we have great reputation in public relations and corporate communication. And then we also have digital media productions and marketing concentration, and journalism, professional communication, and health service administration, sports media, and communication, and music. We have a lot of Asian students, Taiwanese students, Chinese students, they come here major in music. And art, we have, just now we have Pakistan, this semester we have Pakistani students coming over, major in graphic design, Saudi students too, and studio art, interior design. And so that's very popular among international students. And School of Education. Now, School of Education, this semester we have several Indian students who came here and major in, they want to get a master in applied exercise physiology, and that's a STEM program that allows you to do OPT for 3 years. And in the past, we already have many Indian students, and also see, this is why I'm reaching out to you, Bangladeshi students, okay? And I would like to welcome more students from Bangladesh and students like Saima, just like, you know, she fit in so well, and then she is a leader. She actually is the vice president of International Student Association.
We're so proud of her.
I'm so proud of her. And she actually, originally, I suggest that she should be the president of International Student Association. And she was so modest. And she said, oh, no, that's okay. I'll let our Saudi students be the let's Bassam be the president, and he says he's working on his PhD here and this and that. Well, she's so modest, but she is so capable. She is taking the lead and leading the International Student Association to great places. So I cannot say enough great things. I would like to reach out to our Bangladeshi students and take a look at Mississippi College, just like Saima. She took a look and then she came here and she said she never regretted. So, and then we also have psychology, counseling, also very popular now among Asian students, as their respective countries are focusing more and more on counseling, and especially during the COVID. You know, it's everybody cooped up in the house and all that. You know, sometimes you really need some counseling and all that. So it's very much needed. And then we have teacher education and leadership. And I mentioned that the president of the International Student Association, Bassam, he is working on his education leadership PhD program. Degree, and he's getting it. He he's almost done with his dissertation. So I am just so proud of him and so proud of our international students. They work so hard. And next one is School of Humanities and Social Sciences. We have under that, we have English and philosophy, and English, and some international students will come over here and then they will take English classes because they want to go home and teach English, and then history, political science. A lot of students who want to go to law school. Now in the United States, if you want to go to law school, you cannot go to law school right from after you graduate from high school. You have to first, you take 4 years of undergraduate program, undergraduate degree, and then from that you move on to the graduate study, and that's law school. So we have many students, they major in history, political science, undergraduate in preparation for their law school, graduate law school year. And we all, later on, I can tell you about our law school. Modern languages, foreign language, we also have international trade, international studies, and we also give a TESOL, EL certificate. If you want to teach foreigners English, and you can get a certificate from here too. And then we have sociology and social work. Now law school, now we come to law school. Now, if you said, well, law school takes 3 years of graduate study. Oh, that's a long time. So you have 4 years undergraduate and 3 years you want to get a JD. Then you can go into LLM program. Now, what is LLM program? It's a Master of Law. It's set up especially for international students who already got a law degree back home, and they said, well, I want to get on a fast track.
Okay, yeah. Let me get a break and let me tell something in Bangla. So audience, আমাদের গত সেশনটা ছিল হচ্ছে ইউএসএ তে লয়ার কিভাবে হতে হয়। আপনারা কাইন্ডলি একটু খেয়াল করেন যে এইখানে এই প্রোগ্রামে ল প্রোগ্রামে এলএলএম করার একটা সুযোগ আছে। Let me speak in English now. So we actually had a session last week that we invited an attorney, and he talked about how to become a lawyer in the US. So we had a lot of questions from Bangladesh. How can I do my LLM? MC is a good place where they can actually get enrolled to LLM.
Yeah, we have a lot of international students from Europe, from Asia, from Africa, from Saudi Arabia. They all enrolled in this program, LLM. And from South America, from Brazil, many students from Brazil and from Latin American countries. So what you do is you have your law degree back home, undergraduate, and you come up here, spend 1 year, and then you can depend on your interest, and you can study in traditional study or American legal study, international and European studies in the area of law. Now, our professors, we have Dr. Meyer. He is amazing guy. We recruited him from West Point, and he has educated so many international students in this program, LLM, and he even took students overseas to do study abroad and come back. So this is MC Law School. You know Condoleezza Rice, the former Secretary of State, and she also got an honored degree from our law school.
Oh, really?
Yes, she absolutely loves MC Law School. Every time she comes to the South, because her home is in Alabama, so she will stop by Mississippi, and because there's a lot of very famous lawyers here, and we have a lot of graduates become senators and congressmen. They all graduate from our School of Law. So we have excellent program here, educate so many really reputable people. So I encourage you to check into that. And they give you scholarship too. Dr. Richard Meyer, if you contact him, you contact me and I'll contact him. He gives out scholarship. It's really great. And School of Nursing, very popular and a very famous School of Nursing. One time I went to my doctor, and then this nurse came over, and she was young and pretty, but she was also very professional. I mean, the way she asked me questions and all that, I was impressed. It's like a doctor will conduct this kind of initial interview. So after she left, she done with all her work, and then the doctor came to me, and I said, "Your nurse is amazing. I mean, where did you find her? She's so professional, but she looks so young." And he said, "Oh yeah," he said, "Yeah, she just graduated this May from Mississippi College, and I usually don't hire nurses unless they have 3 to 5 years of experience. But Mississippi College graduates, because of their rigid and rigorous curriculum and training, I can hire them right off bat. When they graduate, they can hit the ground running, and no problem whatsoever." I said, "Well, I see. I really can see that," because she looked like a very professional and like very seasoned nurse. But actually, she just graduated a few months ago. But she knew her stuff. And so even before these students graduated, hospitals and clinics are knocking on our doors already. So their employment rate is 100%. It's just amazing. So right now, we have COVID, and then they gave us, every year they will give us flu shots, and then now it's COVID, the vaccines, and but when you see, I know that the dean, when I talk to the dean, I look at their curriculum. My goodness, it's totally comprehensive. It covers all areas, and then their lab and it just I cannot say enough great things. And I know one of my friends, she went to MC. She said, "Oh, those days when I was in nursing school, it was so hard. It's so hard." and sometimes, when the weather is really nice, I look out the window. I say, "Oh, today is such a beautiful day. I wish I could go out and hang out with my friends and all. But I have to sit here and study, and I have to do all these experiments and all that." So just to let you know. And the School of Nursing is accredited by the Mississippi Board of Institution of Higher Learning and Commission on Collegiate Nursing Education. Very, very specialized. Now we come to a jewel of MC. Now, when I mentioned about pre-med, if you're interested in pre-med, every time when I walk around campus, I will run into students. they were wearing, these, doctors wear this, I don't know how you call it, the uniforms. And I will ask them, I say, oh, where are you from? You're in med science, right? And it's a medical science. And they say, yes. And they will tell me they're from Virginia, they're from West Coast, UC Berkeley, UC Riverside, and all these different schools. They graduate from different schools, and they came here to study. Now, our undergraduate, when I say pre-med, undergraduate students, 3rd year and 4th year, if you are in pre-med, you start taking medical school classes. And we even have a cadaver lab. Look at the picture, okay? I mean, this cadaver lab, usually you don't see at the university regularly for undergraduate students. You see it in medical school. Cadavers, the dead body and real body. So it's not plastic or rubber, okay? So you come here and you dissect and you learn, really, you learn the organs and everything.
Right.
True. Yeah. So, American Medical Board Association, they allowed our undergraduate students to take shelf exam. And shelf exam usually is offered to medical school students after they pass any particular discipline. But because our pre-med program is so good that they allowed our undergraduate students take this shelf exam. So biology, you have under School of Science and Mathematics, biology, chemistry and biochemistry, computer science, physics, electrical engineering, math, mathematics, and physician assistant studies. Now, physician assistant studies, we have the only physician assistant study in the States. What is physician assistant, you want to ask? Well, physician is a master program, but it's a condensed medical school. So medical school usually in the United States, after 4 years of undergraduate study, you have to go on for another 5 years. But with physician assistant study, only takes 2.5 years. So they condense but it is intensive. Okay, so it's a very intensive study, intensive format of medical school, and they study all year round. Okay, and so you fulfilled all the requirements in medical school in a matter of 2.5 years, and also internship. You have to do residency as well. But after you graduate, you just become like regular doctors. You can prescribe medicines, you can see patients. The only difference is you don't open your own practice. You joined a group of medical doctors, and and then you practice medicine. So my own doctor is a PA. We call it physician assistant. Is a PA. Fantastic, and she knows all her stuff, and I enjoy having her. I don't have to go to a regular doctors or with MD tag behind their names. We have a physician assistant. They are just as knowledge, and but cost is much less because you pay, instead of paying 5 years of medical school, you pay 2.5. But it's very competitive. Don't get me wrong that anybody can get in there. Usually it's about 1,000 every year. About 1,000 students apply, and they only take 30 students. But you just have to. But if you are MC students, if you're MC undergraduate students, if you do well in your 3rd year, you pass a test, they will reserve a seat for Mississippi College students. So out of 30, they will reserve some seats for our MC students, stellar students, of course. Yeah. So, and biology, you have, I know a lot about biology department because my husband works there. So he's a professor there. He taught at UC Davis and UCLA and Loyola University, in Medical Center, University of Cincinnati, all these different universities. So he knows what good schools and good students are. So he thoroughly enjoyed teaching in Mississippi College, and students are superb. And so we have medical science. If you're interested in going to graduate school, medical science, it's just 1 year. 1 year you can study everything, and then and then you can apply for medical school. Okay, so chemistry, famous. Biochem, I can tell you a lot of stories about chemistry and biochemistry, but I think I have limited time, so I will continue to, our MC graduates are prepared to be in the top 10% of all medical school students. The reason why I think this is a correct statement is because one time I went to my dentist, and he said, when he found out that I work at Mississippi College, he said, "Oh, MC students kick butt in medical school." I was like, "What? Why you say that?" He said, "When I was in medical school, in dental school, all the students who graduate from MC, when they have all these different courses, and they would say, 'Oh, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this,' and they already took these classes, and they knew, and they can just pass medical school with flying colors." So that the top 10%, it's not exaggeration. And so, yeah, I already told you, most popular program, pre-med, nursing, to sum it up, and business, chemistry, biochemistry. Of course, there are more than that. And our chemistry club is annually in the top 5 in the United States. So oftentimes I always say Mississippi College is the best kept secret. I mean, not too many people know about Mississippi College. Nobody knows, well, especially international students, they don't know much about MC. But if you come here and then you know that MC is, we already mentioned that. So these are all the classes they take. The topics, so you can look at nursing. And then now let's come to the tuition fees, okay? Being very, very affordable, okay? So the tuition fees, year, right now, I'm talking about a year. Right now, I'm looking at undergraduate. Okay, undergraduate, a year, tuition and fees is $19,308. The tuition itself is $18,000, and plus the fees and everything. So basically, each semester is a little bit over $9,000 a semester. And then if you live on campus, because we have many beautiful dorms on campus, so if you live on campus, and then the meal plan comes with it, and so room and board together is $10,950 a year. And then health insurance, books, $2,000. So you add it all together, a year is $32,258. If you think, well, that's expensive, well, if you look at American universities, U.S. university generally, Dr. Rashid can verify or can correct me if I'm wrong, is usually the tuition a year is anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 average. But what we have here is everything included is $32,258. This is before scholarship, okay? And I will talk about scholarship in the next slide. And then you have graduate students. Graduate students, a year, the tuition is $12,000. Well, tuition is $11,610, and then you add some fees and different fees. Then it's $12,322 plus the living. The living is less, is because usually graduate students live off campus, and then they have roommates, and they can share costs and all that. So it's a little bit less. And then you add it all together is $23,822. This is before scholarship, okay? Now IEP is for the ESL students whose we don't require, if you don't have TOEFL score, you don't have IELTS score, either you don't have a testing site to go to, or you don't have the money, I mean, you don't have the time to go to take this English test, proficiency test. You can come to our intensive English program, and we only charge $4,000 a semester. And so now, then we come to the scholarship. And you see previously, undergraduate students is $32,258. However, we give, once you are enrolled at Mississippi College, instantly, we give you $4,000 a year. So $2,000 per semester. So if you subtract this $4,000 from the $32,258, what do you get? $28,000, a little bit over $28,000. And that includes everything, a year. tuition, room, board, and all the expenses in health insurance, books, and everything. So it is very, very affordable. Now there's a saying. Somebody said, if you take, there's a statistics. If you take $1 US dollars, if you spend the $1 on the East Coast and West Coast, it's worth 80 cents. But
It's different.
Yeah, if you use $1 spent in Mississippi, it's worth $1.35. So
Wow.
the cost of living is much lower in Mississippi, and you don't have to spend as much, but you have the great program. So that's the best. That's why Mississippi College is named as one of the best value, Best Buy University. What is Best Buy? You spend the least amount of money, and then you get the most result, the best program. So then you have, and then for graduate students, well, and also if you, the previous semester, if you get OAs, we increase your scholarship. This is the first 2 semesters, okay? And then after the first year, undergraduate students will also get a merit scholarship. And second year, third year, fourth year, every year you will have scholarship. But you gotta study. You cannot just play computer games all day long and hang out with your buddies and then don't go to class, or online class you just don't attend. You have to be serious about your study, and then we award you and we reward you. And so the first we based on your 50% based on your GPA, 40% based on your community service, and 10% based on your essay writing. Community service, we want students to be community service conscious. We want students to not just be a bookworm and just totally ignore people around them and the community around them. We need to, because the world is not about me. It's not about us. The world is, we need to go out and help people. And so with the knowledge we learn, we go out and help people. So that's why we put emphasis on that. Now, with graduate students, it's different. Graduate students usually is about 2 years. So once they enrolled, immediately you get $3,000 a year scholarship, $1,500 each semester. And as long as you keep your GPA at 3.0, you will be able to continue. You don't have to apply. It will be automatically add to your account. So
Okay.
your credit.
Great.
Yeah. So you don't have to apply for graduate student. Just maintain your 3.0. Sometimes they'll contact us. It's like, how come this semester I didn't get the scholarship? Well, what was your GPA from last semester? Oh, well, sorry. Okay. And application process. Okay. So you just apply. You can do apply.mc.edu start, or you can say, you can go.mc.edu/apply. You can do that too. You will get to the same place. And so undergraduate students required, very simple. You just need a high school transcript, high school diploma, a copy of high school diploma, bank statement, and your language proficiency score, IELTS 5.5 or TOEFL 69, and your GPA 2.5, and that's it. And we don't require SAT, we don't require ACT scores, but many of our international students always come to me and say, can I get some more financial aid? I got it, because I was an international student and I was there asking for financial aid and all that. So I would tell the students, undergraduate students, if before you come, if you go ahead and study a little bit on SAT or ACT and take the exam, and if you have just SAT score like 1,000, and then there will be scholarship coming in for you, additional scholarship. We call it academic scholarship. Now the scholarship I mentioned before, the $4,000 is from my Office of Global Education. We give international students, we got a permission from school to give international students once they are enrolled. However, if you want additional scholarship, little hard work pays off. You just, spend your time, prepare a little bit. You still have time, because if you apply for the fall, and our deadline is beginning of July, the first week of July. So you have all this time to apply for the fall of fall semester of 2021. And with the vaccine and everything, I'm pretty sure that you should be able to come to the campus, and we are able to welcome you in person. And but right now on campus, we still have many students here, because we offer a lot of hybrid classes. So some of the classes are in person, some of the classes online. So fortunately, our MC students, they abide by the rules of the school. So we don't have breakout like some of the schools have a breakout of COVID. Last semester, we didn't. And this semester, inshallah, I don't know whether it's gonna happen. But we test everybody who move into the dorm, and we test it. We encourage the faculty and staff, everybody. And I already have myself tested 5 times already.
Wow.
all negative. Thank God. So
yeah.
But so we're and then also I mentioned that you can, if you cannot the IELTS or TOEFL, well, I think that now they offer the home version, but you have the option of taking Duolingo, and Duolingo 95 TOEFL at home, and then you can you'll pass the requirement. Okay, and the admission time, I already told you. Well, the deadline for fall, now they move up to June 28th. But in the past, it's always July, the first week of July. So now it's June 28th, 2021. And the turnaround time is pretty fast. So undergraduate students, the turnaround time of the application is about 2 to 3 weeks. And then the graduate program, because you have to, usually undergraduate application comes to me for approval. Once I approved, you got admitted. So the graduate admission is, they come to me, and I approved. Then I send it to the department. They have their admission committee, and then once they approved, and then they send to graduate school, and then you will get the admission. It's a one extra step. Job placement opportunities. We have all kinds of job placement opportunities, and later on, Saima can show you some pictures of our job fair. Every year we have job fair, career fair. More than 90 organizations, they come to campus to recruit students and to offer students internship or a permanent job. And so we offer CPT and OPT. CPT is when you are in school, you can work as an intern in various organizations, but you have to get
during summer breaks.
Yeah, that's right. But you, well, also during the semester, you can work too, off campus, if your work is related to your study. If you say, well, I decided I want to go to work in a gas station and earn some money, that's a no-go. So it's illegal, and but it has nothing to do with your study. So and then so that's a CPT. OPT is after you graduate, you will have optional practical training. So that is another way of getting job. And also you can work on campus. Many students ask us whether they can work on campus. Yes, you can work even in my office, and Simon works in my office. And so you can work as many hours as 20 hours a week, and then you can work in multiple places and add it together, add it to 20 hours. So 20 hours is the cutoff hours, cutoff time. So this is our office, Office of Global Education, and we are your home away from home. So yeah, you can. It's like a home, like a building. It's like a house. People come here. We have living room. We have kitchen. We have all this. So you can come and enjoy it. And we have many students, many international students. This is our annual international festival, and students, they come together and they showcase their talents and to the community.
It's so beautiful. So
Yeah, yeah. So that's you can see that's the front gate here. We have a group of students. They came up here. The parents came to accompany them. They're from Indonesia, and see these Indonesian students, and they just love MC. And we keep very close relationship with their parents too. So you can contact me anytime. And every morning I have WhatsApp. Students text me through WhatsApp, and then we talk, and they have questions, and that's it.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. And everybody, Miss Piles already gave her WhatsApp number,
Yeah,
so you can reach her out.
yeah,
And also, if you have any, she may be contacted via email as well.
yes,
Now, thank you so much.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed, and we learned a lot of things. And I believe we already have a lot of questions that we're going to
Yeah.
go over.
Okay.
But before we move, let's invite our
Yes.
Bangladeshi student Saima.
Yeah. Saima will come in.
Saima, we have been waiting to hear
Some.
about your story. Yeah. Now you see Saima doesn't have mask, so you can see her expression. Saima, welcome again. So you speak Bangla. আমরা একটু আগে বাংলা বলেছিলাম।
I do, হ্যাঁ আমি বাংলা কথা বলতে পারি, হ্যাঁ।
রাইট হ্যাঁ। তো তুমি একটুখানি আমাদের একটু তোমার গল্পটা বলো। তুমি কবে এসেছো, কোন সাবজেক্টে পড়ছো, কি করছো?
জি, সো আমি আসলে আমার এই আমেরিকায় আসার কোনো প্ল্যান ছিল না, বাট আমি যখন আমার এ লেভেলস দিচ্ছিলাম গ্রিন হেরাল্ড ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্কুল থেকে, আমি দেখলাম আমার অনেক ফ্রেন্ডস আমেরিকায় অ্যাপ্লাই করলো। সো আই ওয়াজ লাইক, মানে this is a very different opportunity for every student একটা বাইরের দেশে এসে পড়াশোনা করা।
Right.
The life is completely different. So আমি চিন্তা করলাম আমি তাহলে দিয়ে দেখি। সো আমি আমার প্যারেন্টস কে না বলে আসলে আমি আমার SAT, তারপর IELTS, TOEFL সব এক্সামস দিলাম, and then আমার স্কোরস ভালোই এসেছিল। সো তারপর I was thinking যে এমন কোথায় যাওয়া যায় যেখানে my parents আমাকে মানা করবে না পাঠাতে। সো মিসিসিপিতে আমার অলরেডি একটা ফ্যামিলি থাকতো, my mom's sister, she lives here. So I contacted her, and she's the one who informed me. আমাকে মিসিসিপি কলেজের কথা আমার খালা জানায়, আমাকে বললো যে even though আমার ছেলে my cousin, he doesn't go here, but I have heard a lot of good things about Mississippi College, and তুমি এই ইউনিভার্সিটিটা ট্রাই করতে পারো। সো যেহেতু সবাই probably জানে গ্রিন হেরাল্ড ইন্টারন্যাশনাল স্কুল একটা Christian missionary school. So I have had already experience with the Christian community. So that's why I didn't think it was because I come from a very conservative Muslim family. Amar Baba Ma, my parents didn't think it was going to be an issue. So I went ahead and I applied to Mississippi College, and instantly they're very responsive. Ami jokhoni onaderke, even though the time difference is huge,
Right.
13 hours.
Right. One thing I really want to add, and I really appreciate this. I also studied in Notre Dame College, so they also have some sort of faith-based missionary philosophy, and I'm also from a Muslim family, and also the best thing that we got from this educational institutes is the discipline, is the philosophy, and also the way they raise their students. তুমি একজন মেয়ে, হ্যাঁ, আমরা অনেক স্টুডেন্ট, অনেক ফিমেল স্টুডেন্ট পাই যাদের গার্জিয়ানের সঙ্গে আমরা কথা বলি, এবং আমি অনুগ্রহ করে এটা বলবো সব গার্জিয়ানকে মন দিয়ে খেয়াল করতে। তো ডেফিনেটলি তুমি বোঝো যে দেশের বাইরে আমি আমার ছোট বোনকে যখন পড়াতে পাঠাবো বা আমার মেয়েকে পড়তে পাঠাবো, একটু হলেও কিন্তু একটু বেশি একটু টেনশনের একটা বিষয় থাকে, হ্যাঁ, রাদার দ্যান একটা ছেলে যেভাবে পড়তে যাবে। তুমি একটু এই বিষয়টা গার্ডিয়ানের জন্য বা যে মেয়েরা পড়তে আসতে চায় তাদের জন্য কিভাবে বলবে?
আমি যেটা বলবো যেটা থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ডক্টর রশিদ ওই factor to point out করার জন্য। For girls in our country it's different because বলতে গেলে আমার parents they were kind of feeling safe because আমার এখানে already একটা ফ্যামিলি থাকে, so ওইসব সবকিছু আমি চিন্তা করে এই ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আসার ডিসিশনটা নিয়েছিলাম। But for people, for other girls যাদের ফ্যামিলি থাকে না, I would suggest যে একটা faith based university, it's better going to a more faith based university because of their principles, or their values, or their morals ইসলামের সাথে অনেক মিলে। So that was one of my আমি বলবো যে ওটা আমার first priority.
And one thing important that there's no, I mean, your dorms are totally different.
Yeah, আমাদের dorms একদমই different. ছেলে
Right.
মেয়েদের dorms একদমই different, and
Right.
this is a co-educational institution, but when it comes to like living in the dorms and everything's separate.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
একটা জিনিস আমি বলতে চাই যে মিডিয়াতে কলেজ লাইফ ডর্ম এটা অনেক সময় অনেক বেশি এক্সাজারেট করে প্রেজেন্ট করা হয়। এটা আসলে এত ফানের জায়গা না। মানে যখন লাইক আমি শিওর যে সাইমার এখন হয়তো সে লং উইকেন্ডে ছুটি পাচ্ছে, বাট শি হ্যাজ এক্সাম নেক্সট উইক এবং উইকেন্ডে প্রচুর পড়তে হয়। তো আমরা অনেক টিভি সিরিয়াল অনেক কিছুতে দেখি যে প্রচুর ফান হচ্ছে, জাস্ট লেখাপড়ার কোনো নামগন্ধ নাই। ব্যাপারটা আসলে সেই রকম না।
না আসলে মানে
Right.
বাংলাদেশের টেলিভিশনে যেরকম দেখায় যে আমেরিকা is a place of parties, you know, and so much fun, but এটা আসলে একদমই এরকম না। এখানকার আমি মিসিসিপিতে, it's also a very conservative state, so আমি এখানে এসে আমার নিজের বাবা মার মতন অনেক মানুষ দেখেছি, like who shares the same values, the same principles, and I could relate to them because আমি এমন একটা জায়গায় বড় হয়ে এসেছি। So ওটার পর আমি ইউনিভার্সিটিতে অ্যাপ্লাই করলাম and আমাকে অ্যাকসেপ্ট করলো। So I did তখন 2018 আমি এই ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আসলাম। আসার পর it was sort of difficult.
তোমার সাবজেক্ট ছিল কোনটা?
আমি ম্যাথমেটিক্স এ মেজর করছি। So
Okay.
first of all আমি কম্পিউটার সায়েন্সে অ্যাপ্লাই করেছিলাম and then I got in, but then after my first semester আমি বুঝতে পারলাম যে I don't really like computer science, and আমি either mathematics or science নিয়ে কিছু করতে যাচ্ছিলাম, but my parents were like তুমি মানে তোমার যেটা বেস্ট মনে হয়। So I was like,
Right,
okay,
right.
let's just go with math.
Right.
Because,
So that is still going to be a STEM subject.
yes, it's a STEM subject. Yes.
That's important. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So
So তুমি একটুখানি আমাদেরকে বলো তোমার স্টোরিটা আমরা শুনলাম। What do you like most about MC?
what I like the most here is the people. Honestly, in other big universities, it's so hard to find your group of friends, to find the right group of people. But ekhane jehoto we're a private university and amader 5,000, 6,000 or beshi students nai, it gives you that opportunity je tumi manushderke, you know, you can meet more people and hang out with them, and mane oderke manushderke chinte it's easier than I would say in a big university. Because big university এত মানুষ থাকে, you're like আজকে একজনকে দেখলাম কালকে you know you won't even recognize that.
Yeah, right. Everybody seems to be a stranger.
Yes.
Right.
So ওরকম
the other side of the coin, what do you miss most, or like what do you feel like it would be awesome if you had those in here that you kind of like feel the lack or absence? What are they?
Because I spent so basically I would, even though I made a lot of friends here, I met so many new people, I would still say I want my friends here because I've spent like 12, 14 years with them. So them, definitely my parents, definitely they're the number one list. Like I would even আমাকে এখন আমি আমার খালার সাথে থাকি, আমার বাবা মা এখন আসেনি আমার সাথে দেখা করতে, but I really miss them. And বাসার খাওয়া I won't miss because my aunt is such a good cook, and আমি everyday Bengali food খাই. And honestly আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটিতে ইন্ডিয়ান কমিউনিটিটা ভালোই অনেক বড়. We have a lot of students from India, and এখন I am the only student from Bangladesh, but I hope I can you know encourage you guys.
Definitely.
Here, yes.
Yeah, we're so happy. Another question is, so if you look at the challenges in general, if you retrospectively consider your journey to Mississippi College, তুমি তোমার সবচেয়ে বড় চ্যালেঞ্জের কথাটা বলো, যেটা মনে হয় যে তোমার একটা বড় অবস্ট্যাকল ছিল এবং ডেফিনেটলি অন্য স্টুডেন্ট তাদেরও হয়তো এই অবস্ট্যাকলটা হতে পারে। What are those?
Right. The biggest challenge was the fact that the cultural difference. I come from আমাদের কালচারটা অনেক ডিফারেন্ট আমেরিকার কালচার থেকে। সো আমি যখন এখানে আসি আমি অনেক কিছু রিলেট করতে পারতাম না এখানকার আমার বয়সের মানুষদের সাথে, because they are different ভাবে বড় হয়েছে and everything. So that was the hardest for me to overcome. আমি জানতাম ওরা আমার যে কোনো হেল্প লাগলে they would come to help me, but ওদেরকে নিজে থেকে বলা যে you know I feel lonely, আমার হেল্প লাগবে, ওইটা it's something that আমি করতে পারতাম না তখন.
It is the same. It is the same. I came to the US, I think 12 years ago to do my PhD, and I also went through the same process. I was the only Bangladeshi student at the time. So I was received by our admission coordinator and one Indian student. I stayed the first night with another Indian student. It was tough. I only had some dry food and আমাদের ওই যে জেট ল্যাগ থাকে, তুমি তো জানো যে তুমি
Yeah.
যখন প্রথম আসো রাতে জেগে থাকা দিনে ঘুমানো,
Right.
so it is difficult and eventually it becomes normal, but এই টাইমটা আসলে সবারই কষ্টের মধ্যে দিয়ে যেতে হয়।
কষ্ট হয় first, I would say first few months, to be honest, because এখন this Mississippi College feels like home. I could not have found a
Right.
better place. Yeah.
তোমাদের কুইজ কত ফ্রিকোয়েন্টলি থাকে?
Okay, so in terms of academic excellence, I would say Mississippi College অনেক আগিয়ে আছে, given that it's a private university. আমাদের ক্লাসে we have, for every class আমাদের 4 to 5 exams থাকে, 4টা থেকে 5টা exams every semester. Quiz 2-3 weeks পর হয়, and the professors are really helpful here. They're extremely responsive. মানে email পাঠালে সাথে সাথে they will respond to you. They treat you like they're মানে you have a good student professor relationship.
Right. So let me respond this from a faculty point. Like আমি তো faculty, we have to do this because at the end of the semester তোমরা আমাদেরকে রিভিউ করো, so আমি যদি ইমেল দিতে রিপ্লাই দিতে দেরি করি, I'm gonna get a like feedback যে আসলে ডক্টর রশিদ ভাই প্রফেসর ইমেইলের অনেক দেরিতে রিপ্লাই দেয় বা এরকম আর কি। Anyway, USA তে in general সিস্টেমটা খুব ভালো। Anything else that you want to add before we go to the question answer session to your prospective Bangladeshi?
Right. I actually wanted to show everyone.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Let me. Yeah. I'm sorry. I forgot that.
No, you're fine. Let's see. Right, these are the few activities.
I think you have to share the share screen. I don't see them
yet. I thought I did.
Yeah, no problems. Just click on the share screen. Yeah, now we see them.
Visible now?
Yeah, here you go.
That's great. So this was basically homecoming, and you can see these are all my international friends, and this is one of the activities that happens every year. It's basically homecoming, যেখানে সবাই প্রত্যেকটা clubs and tribes and organizations come together and they meet each other. It's just like a meet and greet session. This actually is the International Students Association Mrs. Fields was talking about. I am the current vice president of this organization, and
I'm sorry, which one is you?
I am not here because I was actually taking the picture.
Oh, okay, now get it.
Yes, but this was our former. The one down right wearing the maroon shirt was our former president, and he is actually from Malaysia. And we also, so ISA কে নিয়ে আমি একটু কিছু বলতে চাই। ISA exists যাতে এখানে যখন অন্য দেশ থেকে international students আসে, যাতে আমরা ওদের meet and we can meet their needs, and also আমরা ওদেরকে অনেক কিছু নিয়ে help করি, like every single problem that they have they can come to us, আমাদের কাছে আসতে পারে, আমাদেরকে বলতে পারে, তারপরে আমরা ওটা university higher authorities দের কাছে নিয়ে যাই। Like we're basically একটা intermediate হিসাবে কাজ করি between the international students and the university board. তারপর these are some of the pictures you can see. And this is one of the football games. This is our cheerleading group, and that's our football game. It's these football games, I would have to say, they're really fun. This is our table tennis team, and I would say the brilliant thing about this table tennis team is that every single person, except for one, is international. So I'm
Wow.
the table tennis team, and it's also one of the leading teams in the nation. I would have
Wow,
to add.
wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, so that's amazing. These are the clubs and tribes. যখন students are আসে, international students are. For girls, tribes, একটা organization, there are several of them, and for men, there are clubs. So to enrich your social life on campus, students can join these clubs and tribes and make new friends. This is the choir and band, as you can see. Then this is for community service, which is highly required because Mrs. Pilitz must have mentioned একটু আগে যে community service কত important আমাদের ইউনিভার্সিটিতে।
রাইট, তোমার স্কলারশিপের জন্য এটা রোল প্লে করবে। তোমরা সাধারণত কি ধরনের কাজে যাও কমিউনিটি সার্ভিসে?
বেসিক্যালি আমরা এখানে যেহেতু আমরা মোস্টলি চার্চের কাজে যাই, তারপর আমরা অলসো যখন যেহেতু আমরা একটা ওই গালফ কোস্টের পাশে, আমাদের অনেক টর্নেডোস হয়, স্টর্মস হয়, সো আমরা ওইসব রিলিফ হেল্প করি with food and like clothes and everything else. So কয়েক মাস পর পরই we collect things and donate.
Right.
And sometimes we also make trips to other countries, যেরকম Honduras, Colombia, through MC. This is the career service. This happens once every year. It's a great opportunity for students to meet people for job purposes. And এখানে, as you can see, the left picture, it's actually students are অনেক opportunities পায় a career service গিয়ে.
To meet the real people from the industry.
Right. And it's the employers are not just from Mississippi. Employers গুলা Mississippi state এর বাইরে থেকেও আসে. So for any reason যদি একটা মানুষ মিসিসিপিতে জব না পেতে না থাকতে চায়, মানে this is a great opportunity তুমি অন্য স্টেট থেকেও employers they can meet করার. And these are our classrooms. এখন this was before COVID obviously, but now during COVID times everybody has to wear masks.
Right.
Like, yeah, that's compulsory for us. Yeah, and these are some of the international activities. We have an international festival, we have kickoff parties, and then we have like Bollywood nights. Then we will have like separate events. Just
Diwali, you have Diwali.
So basically, yes, we do have Diwali, and we also celebrate the Chinese New Year. We do Diwali, we do Chinese New Year. এখন যেহেতু আমি একজনই বাংলাদেশি student, so I'm trying to bring in Bengali festivals too.
Right.
Yeah, and also the celebration of culture. এখানে প্রত্যেকটা country student ওদের culture কে represent করে, সবাইকে দেখায় like the beautiful things about their culture, কিরকম the food, the traditional wear, everything. So these are some of the activities we have, and we have a lot more. We have a huge campus activities board. On year-round, all activities are consulted by them.
Right. Thank you so much, Saima. Let's go to the question answer section, and I think at this moment we may have Ms. Pilitz back.
Right. Let me go call her. Just give me a second,
Sure.
Mrs. Pilitz. I think they're ready for you.
Well, they want to ask questions.
Yes.
In your language.
Yeah.
Okay. Here is my.
আচ্ছা, আমরা একটু পরে কোয়েশ্চেন অ্যান্সারের সেকশনে চলে যাব। আমি দেখি মুনান আজিজ আপনি কিছু একটা চাইনিজে লিখেছেন, আমি এটা শিওর না এটার মানেটা কি। আমি মিস পিলিৎজকে জিজ্ঞাসা করি, আমি এটা গুগলে টাইপ করে হয়তো এটার অর্থটা জানতে পারতাম। ওয়েলকাম ব্যাক মিস পিলিৎজ।
Hi.
Hey, so we're starting the question answer session. Somebody, Munan Aziz, Munan, thank you so much for asking this question. I don't know if this is a question or a statement or what is this actually? What does it say?
Can you read it?
Oh, it says Ni hao. How are
Ni
you?
Ni hao means how are you doing? Okay. Thank you, Muna. And I believe the response to ni hao is also ni hao.
Ni hao. Yeah, that's
Yeah, ni
awesome.
hao.
Ni hao. Wow, Munan became there's a Muna. Yeah, Muna.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Munna. Munna
Yeah,
Aziz.
Muna.
All right. The next question, Ashikur Rahman PS. Thank you, Ashik, for asking the question. Is CGPA less than 3 acceptable? That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. Is less than 3? It should be. Well, when you say less than 3, that's it's equivalent to. I think it should be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe 2.0, 2.5 is the minimum CGPA
Right.
that I accept.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Next question is Rupak Borua. Thank you, Rupak, for asking the question. If I want to get a scholarship in Mississippi College, what should I do?
Okay. Good question. First, you apply. Because if you apply, once you are in our system, and then we give you a student ID number, we call it 700 number, and with that student ID number, we can start working on scholarship. And so that's the first step. And also, I would encourage you to go to Office of Global Education website, which is, you go www.mc.edu/international. That's it. It's very simple. Just MC, that's our school name. mc.edu/international. Then you come to Office of Global Education website, and you can see all kinds of categories. You have admission, and you click on them, they answer your questions.
Right.
So, but you can also, Rupak, contact me with WhatsApp.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be the best thing. Thank you so much.
WhatsApp, you can ask me anytime.
Right. We have a long question from Abu Bakr. Abu Bakr, thank you so much for asking the question. I have a question. Could you please respond? Absolutely. I completed BA, which is 3 years on Islamic Studies under Islamic Arabic University, Dhaka, with a good CGPA. Can I apply for master's or any diploma in the US by this background? If yes, please tell me the language requirement. That is, I believe you wanted to add something, or it's looks like an incomplete sentence. But anyway, based on his question, what response do you have from MC College, Mississippi College?
Well, you know what I would recommend you to do is, you have my email address, right? mcpilitz@mc.edu. So I have 2 MCs in my email address. So send an email and then send a copy of your transcript. I hope the transcript is in English, so I can read it. So send it to me, and I will look at it. Then I'll compare, and I'll give you advice quickly.
Right.
Study.
And let me add something in Bangla. Abu Bakr, আপনি অনুগ্রহ করে আপনি আমাকে একটা মেসেজ করবেন আমার পেজে। আমি আপনাকে একটুখানি আপনার যদি সম্ভব হয় ট্রান্সক্রিপ্ট একটা ছবি তুলে আমাকে পাঠাবেন। আমি সেইখানে একটু আপনার সঙ্গে আলোচনা করে আপনাকে হয়তো হেল্প করতে পারবো। So in English, what I wanted to say is just send me a copy of your transcript. Like if you have a picture, you can take your phone, take a picture, and send that to me in the message. And I may help you with the further instructions, and then you can forward that to Ms. Pillets. Moving forward to the next question, Mr. A.R. Arif. Thank you, Arif, for asking the question. My LLB will complete in March 2021. How can I go to their LLM? What about IELTS? Is it possible to get scholarship? What will be the requirement?
Okay, so you will finish in March 2021. Congratulations. So you can go ahead and apply now for the fall LLM. Same thing. Send an email to me, and I will refer you to Professor Meyer. Rich Meyer. So, and I'll contact him. This is how usually international students, how they got their LLM application. So contact me, and I contact Professor Meyer, and then he, as far as the scholarship is concerned and everything, he can contact the student directly and tell students. But it's also important that you send your transcript. You send your transcript over. we look at your transcript, and then we have a better understanding of you, and
Right.
and then we can go from there.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Abdullah Naim is one of our students. That is so awesome. MC is offering some great facilities for undergrad students, and he has this emoticon with a lot of excitement. Thank you so much, Naim, for your comment.
Thank you.
We have a long question from MD Fazle Rabbi Chaudhry. Fazle Rabbi Chaudhry, thank you so much for asking a question. From last session, it seems hard to get any related job in law firm or else after by only doing LLM. Hope to have a clear shot here. So number one, what you suggest, which subject will be applicable for LLM? Though I'm confused between migration and taxation, my CGPA is 3.14, which is awesome. Going to appear in IELTS exam soon. Excellent. Is it enough requirement for applying in varsity or scholarship? I don't have any publication job experience, but a lot short courses and other certified activities. Thank you. A lot of questions. And first of all, thank you so much for your enthusiasm. Miss Phyllis, if you have any like focus thing that you want to focus, because he kind of have a lot of like branch questions. Because we don't have much time, you may want to focus just one or two things, and then I definitely encourage Fazil Rabi to send an email to you, or if you want, you can send me a message. I may help. So over to Miss Pilar, just focus on one or two focus areas.
Yeah. So just well, very important. Well, you say your CGPA is 3.14, which is great. But we like to see the subjects that you took. See, usually the department, they look at the subjects. So send a copy of your transcript so the professors can go over it. And at the same time, I will contact Dr. Meyer. But to answer your question, LLM, you want to get a job here in the United States. Now, the LLM, previously I mentioned that it also study international law and all that. So you can work in a corporate office. When many students, when they got their degree, they work in a corporate office. So this is of course, the time. Nobody can guarantee anybody a job, and but the students who got a degree in LLM, majority of them they went back to their respective countries, and they do very well in there. And our Brazilian students went back, and is a lawyer now, and a very famous lawyer. Actually, I see her on Facebook all the time, and LinkedIn too. So if you are interested in working in the United States, then there will be another conversation. I think Professor Meyer can advise you accordingly, because since I'm not in the law department, so I think he will be the best. But just contact me, and then I will contact him.
Right. Thank you so much. Let's move to next question of Abdullah Al-Naim. Thank you, Naim. Well, I want to know what a good SAT or ACT score in order to get scholarship at MC.
Okay. Well, I think that you get, if you, for instance, it's SAT, if you can get, of course, if you can get 1,300, that's really good. Okay. You can get probably, I think 1,350, you can get presidential scholarship. And if you get 1,000, when you meet 1,000, you can, I think the minimum is probably a little bit over 1,000, and you can get $8,000 scholarship. So, and then one thing good about these SAT, ACT scholarship is they're renewable every year. So it will be like 4 year. As long as your GPA, you maintain your GPA. But if you come over here, you squander the time here, and then they cannot continue to offer you scholarship. So ACT is usually, I think, if you get our average students here when they come in, their average score is 24, and I'm sure
you're talking about ACT.
ACT is 24, out of 36. the average student, the average score at Mississippi College when they come in is 24. I think I have to look at the website. Maybe we have you go to the financial aids, you can see the website. But I'm trying to recollect. I think if you get 29, definitely you can get presidential.
Right. So Naeem is one of our SAT student. We offer SAT courses. So Naeem, you aim for 1500, so everything will work for you. Don't worry.
We had a student from Malaysia, Isaac Tan. He scored 1520. And he got a full, he got a scholarship upon scholarship, and because some of our scholarships are stackable, and so that we have students, and then many students here locally, they come in with 1460 or ACT. We have 2 students.
Right. Yeah. Let's just quickly go to the next question. Muhammad Fayed Munir, thank you, Fayed, for asking the question. Can I transfer my undergrad's credit for the last year from Bangladesh with less than CGPA 3.0?
Yeah, you can transfer your undergraduate studies and credits from international university. International schools. So your undergraduate credits. I have to double check with the CGPA 3.0. And Dr. Rashid, you're more experienced. So what is that equivalent to the regular GPA?
3. In if you go through WES, you accept WES, don't you?
WES, yeah.
It may slightly increase. I don't know his university, but if it is from Dhaka University,
I know
that usually slightly increase. I can tell you. I'm not going to tell my own CGPA because I have many students that are watching this. But in my case, what I saw 12 years ago, my CGPA was slightly increased.
Yeah, right. That's right. I noticed sometimes. Well, but our GPA's requirement is 2.5, so it's not 3.0. So I think
I think he's in the good shape.
Yeah, I think it depends.
Right. We have another question from Shobuz Sharkar Shopnil. Hi, Shobuz. Thank you for asking the question. I have completed my course, Diploma in Nursing Science and Midwife from Government Institute in 2020. I want to study BSc in Nursing in MC. Please inform me.
Oh, yeah. You should. We even have a Bachelor of Nursing, BSN, and MSN. We have Master in Nursing too, and also we have a fast track. If BS, some of the students, if they already got their nursing degree and they want to get an American, we have a fast track nursing program too. Contact me, email me, and
that is the best thing.
Yeah, I will reach out to the.
We are running out of time, and let me go to the last question. EM Azad, thank you, Azad, for asking the question. I have completed my BSc in textile from Northern University, Bangladesh, which is 3 years course. So am I eligible to apply for MSc in textile? I have also 2 years of job experience. What about the language test requirement? Please, can you suggest me? My CGPA is 3.66 out of 4. So he wants to go to the master's, a graduate program, and he does not have 4-year bachelor. He has 3 years.
Okay, well, that we recognize with depending on the majors that a lot of students are commerce, and we recognize 3 years. Now, the only thing is Master of Science in Textile. We don't have Master of Science in Textile. That's the only thing. Otherwise, the answer is yes.
Yeah. Okay, maybe you send me an email, send me a message to my personal, not personal, Facebook page, and I will be able to help you with that. All right, so everybody, we had a long discussion, and we're again, thank you so much. Would like to thank Ms. Pelez and Saima for being with us. We enjoyed the session, and we'd like to thank them again. And I hope you all enjoyed. If you still have any question, should send me a message, or shoot Ms. Pelez an emails. They should be able to help you. And if any student, any female student or any guardian have any specific question about student life, anything that you think Saima may add her own insight, maybe you can send email to Miss Pillis, or you can contact me. I can forward that to Simon, and hopefully she will be able to get back to you with her response. All right.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
We are taking cutting short in here. Thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed the show, and I will see you in our next show, hopefully sometime this weekend. Bye bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye. Such a
Bye bye.